Hello, and welcome back to DROD, the City Beneath. Been like half a year since I last recorded anything for this game. That's not how long it took me to beat this challenge, but as promised, I do have a challenge completed here. So we'll check this, and then we'll get back to beating the rest of this level, or at least probably another quarter of it. So really, there was one particular move sequence that I needed in order to get the challenge done. I got it almost instantly after trying the room again. It was just a matter of... I was gonna kill this. I got it almost instantly after trying the room again. It was just a matter of taking a break from it, trying come back to it, and get to, try new things. Alright, so roaches are down. And there we go. So, from here, it's this diagonal move where you're chasing this goblin up to a wall, and you wait a move in order to be able to get the kill there. So that was the trick. What if they had that done? Now, a reminder, the challenge is to beat the room without any goblin stepping on an arrow. Just gonna clean up the roaches first. And really, I think that first chamber out of the three was the hardest. So we're just going to do the same thing again. So. Yeah, this time, we're able just to get a quick kill like that and finish things up. So yeah, the last room of the three was by far the easiest. Oops, yeah, challenge complete. Right, because I didn't do the victory demo, I did the challenge demo. Alright, enough of that. Let's get back to doing something with Tar. This is, of course, a level about Tar stuff, not a level about getting weird goblin kills. Alright, gel and mud. So, what are we looking at here? We need to get these gel babies out. We can only get out as mud babies, but we need to make sure that we have gel every time there's growth, because otherwise we get unkillable babies in the corners. However, we can just cut this as mud. It's growing in here. And ultimately we need to leave it as mud to kill these. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, this room... it's just a process. We already lost, so we can't do that right away, huh? I wonder if it's worth doing both of these at once or just doing one at a time. don't think it matters because I can't do more than one. Yeah, I can do that. Hmm. There we go. One down. It doesn't actually matter if this grows, does it? Yeah, no, if it gets to the end, I do lose. Okay. I mean, there's not a lot to this. This particular room. It's just a matter of going through the motion. Right. So we are going to cut this back. And then we're going to rush up here and do this one first. I was doing this pattern just to rush to the eyes, but looking at it, I don't think that actually helps me because I have to clear all of it. Just because now that it's not gel, I do need to prevent it from growing again. Maybe that was slightly unnecessary. Now that this is grown, this is no longer an issue. Well, I would say we'll just do the more standard thing and see if this is faster. Not a hard room at all, just a matter of doing the obvious thing. Okay, well, could have been faster. Well, here I was thinking that this was going to be 4 different wings, but if this is just one room, maybe this is also just one room? And this has more potential for a secret, but I don't see one. Alright, what's going on here? I think, at a glance, this is a matter of kill golems in the corners to prevent babies from spawning. There's no brain in here, though. We can run through here, turn the gel... Oh, actually, this is going to be really easy, because it's not even going to grow as gels. First pass is just deal with the golems, block as many of these corners as possible, then turn it into tar, which makes the tar into gel, which is then cuttable, and then turn it into mud, and then we can actually clear these little dots out once this has become mud. Okay. So we're just gonna... yeah. Take it nice and slow. I mean, it doesn't matter if we waste a few golems. To get through that potential issue. Yeah, not a lot to say about this again. It's just a matter of doing the obvious thing. Abyssal Fortress, or Abyssian Fortress even, is known for having a lot of long rooms. I wouldn't even say this one's that long. Golems have been dealt with. One more. Go. You don't need to take out all of these, but let's take out a few of the ones down in this corner because I don't have a lot of blocks here. Things like this I don't even need to take out unless it's just faster to skip through it. So this is an interesting use of ortho squares to create great places for Tarstuff babies to spawn. Alright, another fairly straightforward room. I was a lot more efficient about that one, interestingly. I guess we're gonna make a start on the south side. Maybe it was just the north side that was super long. This room in particular, where there's a challenge, but it's also quite long. Yeah, I can see it. Alright, so here we have water skippers. So what's going on with this room? I think I just need... well, this is going to be a little bit of a problem, isn't it? This is the most efficient I can get here, and I'm always going to have that big of a gap. Oh no, that works. Okay. Now, looking at this, if I start on the left instead of on the right, I'll have less tar to cut through later. Alright. That's a problem. That just means I need to do this with different timing. Nope, I'm still stuck. Doesn't quite work, huh? There we go. Is there a Tarstuff gate? There is, okay. bad. This is just a return passage, I guess. For some reason I was thinking this was going to be a way to get in here, but does not appear to be the case. Mechanism for not just doing the whole puzzle over again. Alright, so this is a mess. That's what this is. Is that a challenge? Remove all tar, mud, and gel without dropping all trapdoors in the same visit as clearing the room. Okay, so I have to leave a trapdoor up. That just means I can't use these switch tokens to their maximum benefit, I guess. Right. So, as it is right now, with tar, I can clear all of this and all of this. However, if I switch to mud or to gel, I cannot. To go forward... I mean, this can all be cleared just as tar, right? The problem is that... Well, this is toggleable. As long as I hit the orb every cycle, this will never trigger and I never get a baby up there. And this is independent of everything else. This is the final section because of the green door, and it has to be left as tar. So if I toggle these, I'm going to have to toggle it twice. I need to go back. Okay, so that looks like that's doable just as is. This obviously is not. I do have to switch it to mud. And then I can clear out... in order to cut this, and then I can clear out all the mud here. And I can clear... Right, so only the tar is growing, nothing else is growing. So if I switch it to mud, only mud is growing. It doesn't matter here if this grows or this grows. This won't grow, this won't grow. Well, this will never grow. Okay, yeah, so I think that's fairly straightforward. So... already lost. That's going to be a little bit annoying. No, I did too much. Yeah, you really can't do a lot with this, huh? This is where this gets tricky. So if I wanted to fully clear this out, there's no black door, so it's not actually an issue. Well, this growing... is fine as long as I can get through. Now, obviously, that's not nearly fast enough. But that's that sort of thing. I just need to be able to rush through this and this in order to get over here. And then I need to be able to get back out. Okay, I don't have to worry about messing with this until the very end. Now, since I'm not dropping all the trapdoors, I do have the option of doing something like that. Because then I can still get in here once, turn it to gel, and then get back out. Although actually... Okay, so what's supposed to happen with this? The intended solution. Which is to say the non-challenge solution. Is to just have this as gel. And come through here. Now, this is a little bit trickier. Because we never want this to grow. It was the wrong way to cut that. Okay, so we've cleared that. And looking at this now, if it grows... I'm just deliberately cutting it so that it's not right on a corner where something will spawn. Here something will spawn, but that's fine. I can do that. Okay, so nothing will spawn in here anymore. If this grows, again, it doesn't matter. Except for that being overrun. So which part... Oh, it still grew in there. That's the problem. Well, obviously we just do this second then. Still trying to figure out what I can do here, what I need to do. Right, so this is a problem because this is not actually cuttable as tar. So I am required to turn this... I'm required to turn this into mud to get through here. So this has to be done twice as well. Maybe it's this internal part in here. This is basically what I'm doing with this testing run, is to see whether I can toggle this or whether I have to do it as tar. Because this might be doable as just tar. It's going to be a huge pain to do, but it might be possible. So I'm just trying to see if I have to do that, or if I'm able to skip this final part. So now... Now that we're in here, what do I need to do to get through this? This cannot be done as mud. This cannot be done as gel. This cannot be done as tar. We have to switch things. If we switch... Well, the obvious thing to do is that. Am I supposed to switch back to deal with this? Like, I'm confused. Ah, right. That's not going to grow anymore. So I think the answer is yes. Switched back. I am confused. This central part is trivial without dropping all the trapdoors. Remove all tar, mud, and gel without dropping all trapdoors in the same visit as clearing the room. Okay. This section was fully clearable. Alright, so what that tells me then... I do need to remove everything. I did forget that part of the challenge. So I have to clear everything, and also... not drop 2 of these trapdoors, but the trapdoors is actually trivial. Okay. Well, let's start down here, because this is... this one's pretty easy, and it doesn't affect anything else in the room. Okay, so for this... I guess we can cut this as mud. The trick is that this isn't actually cuttable. So if I do that, we get gel that we can't get through. So there is actually a little bit more to this. So we want to switch tar and mud. We want to do this now. We can't. Because we can't cut into it. Hmm. And if I change it back... Okay, this is 4 by 8. That doesn't look good. 4 by 8 is not actually clearable, is it? Hmm. I do get to change it back to gel, though. If I do something like that... then when I come back in here, that's still clearable. Okay. That's still clearable. Now we can do this as gel. This part's going to be tricky. Well, no, not actually, because we're going to have it as tar at the end. Okay, maybe it's actually doable from here. Like, there's some tricky stuff going on here, but I feel like this is actually not nearly as bad as it could have been. It's just going to be long. Okay. Right, because we still have this as gel. So, whoops, we can clear out most of this. Can't get the corner. Fine. As long as we get... as long as we get most of it. That's not great. Yeah, this is all sorts of awful. There might have been a better way of doing that. That's really bad. And yeah, cutting that's gonna be the same issue, so it has to be from here. I think that's actually good, because this will cap itself when this grows. We get a tar baby here. Which means... this can grow as much as it wants, and it's not an issue. Yeah. Now it's just a matter of clearing this out. This is fine. Still have time on this end. It's just a little bit annoying that it's growing, but there we go. And we'll come at it from this side because it's capped on this end, and we no longer have a time limit to worry about. Go. Not too bad. And as we saw last time, this part is trivial. So really the challenge was about the tar rather than the trapdoors. Trapdoors was pretty easy. We'll leave the eyes just to make sure we can clean this up. Four by 6 at the bottom there, which is good, so that. Is that cuttable? No. That is, though. take advantage of the eye being cuttable from anywhere. Jack of All Tarstuffs. Okay. So not too bad. I'm glad I did that exploratory run first, just to see that I could drop all 4 of these trapdoors on each side, because that would have been a lot harder. It might have been possible to do it, saving some of these trapdoors, but that first testing run showing that I could just trivially leave these made the whole thing come together much easier. And yeah, like 1,500 moves. It happens. Alright, and that just leaves us this southern part, which probably I'm just going to leave for another episode. It's going to be 3 more rooms. I might as well just look. There's going to be a lot of growing. This one involves mimics and platforms. And a lot of growing. Yeah, that might be a while. Might take a while. So probably no more secrets, because I did already get 2. But we'll keep an eye out. But yeah, we'll finish up Abyssian Fortress next time. Unless these 3 rooms take me well over an hour, which would be pretty terrifying. I will see you then.